derogatory to our speaker today, but I want to give some tips for improvement. And we're going to get that today. What I love that Lillian did today, she stood right here smiling out at the audience as Blake was introducing her. She stormed the stage. She established her expertise. I grew up in China, so is she going to know a little bit about China?
Yes.
Yes. I got a master's in commercial real estate at UCF, so I understand trends. And this is when it started to go off the rails. Because she went from that to talking about China-U.S. relations, foreign investments, infrastructure, living standards, healthcare, financial services, transportation systems, manufacturing, and never established expertise in any of those areas and did not give us any documented research to back up her findings. Then about 5 minutes in, she gave a premise. And remember, her title was Don't Be Afraid of Embracing the Global Economy. Then she said, if we adapt the right economic policy, we will improve real estate. I didn't even know they were trying to improve real estate. Immediately after that, she praised high-speed trains as an answer to improving real estate. Again, I'm wondering, real estate's at an all-time high right now. What are we trying to improve? Then she cited China as helping the U.S. in the 1800s with the rail system. Then she cited Coke, Apple, Microsoft, and Ford as having more profits in China than in the U.S. I think what she fell victim to, 7 minutes is a very short period of time to have an opening, a body, and a conclusion. And I feel like in her excitement, she bit off more than she could chew this morning. And even if she had a very clear premise today, which she didn't, number one rule of speaking, know your audience. Sitting as an audience member, I'm saying, what's in it for me? I just gave you 7 minutes, and 7 minutes times 40 plus people today, a lot of minutes that she got. She didn't solve anything for me today. So I'm not even sure what the point was of her sharing this. So I would say next time, begin with the end in mind. What benefit am I going to give to the audience? Then have a very clear, concise point, and for this in 7 minutes, less is more. Bring the enthusiasm, boil it down a little bit. Next one will be introduction.
And our fourth and final evaluator, Toastmaster Carlos Benitez.
Well, the previous remarks were the most kindest derogatory remarks I've ever heard. Dan is my best friend. We joined Toastmasters 4 years ago. I live right up the block and we go to St. Margaret Mary. So I was driving by here one day, saw the sign out there, says, I wonder what those Toastmasters are about. Never had heard of them. So Dan said, I joined that club 20 years ago. I haven't been back since. Would you be interested in going? And we showed up, and here we are. All this 4 or 5 years now it's been. Dan said he wanted to praise God, and he did. Therefore, his speech was successful because that was the goal he had in mind. But then he started off with the word hell, which is derogatory and not useful. It's in the Bible. Yeah, I know. But success, according to John Wood, the pyramids of success is a state of mind where we do what we do in life to the best of our abilities. And clearly, Dan has done that many times over, been very successful, had some fallbacks, and now he's back on top of the horse, riding, galloping down there, and it was wonderful to hear the outcome of what you're doing and that you're at the top of the level where you want to be right now. So kudos to you. He and I also worked in reverse mortgages where Sean Tucker is at right now. So we have a long history. But Dan excels at self-deprecating jokes. Comes up here and he loves to just talk about himself, and it brings to mind a saying that I always use. And it's, the mind is a gland that secretes justification. So if you think you're a good joke teller, go right ahead and keep going on and being self-deprecating. Thank you.